Home. I'm currently starving because I'm not eating much today. So for the taste test side, it's a bit different. My husband's working from home now because of the current situation, so the dining room's not an option, so I'm in one of our other rooms. But first off, from the farm shop, I'm going to be having the pork and black pudding pie. So this is the inside of it. Those dark specks are the black pudding. For those of you wondering what black pudding is, it's also known as blood sausage. Now before you groan, for those that don't like it, it's actually really nice. I remember for years I was like, oh my god, I would never have a blood sausage, blah blah blah, like thinking it was absolutely disgusting. And I was at a restaurant with my husband and there was like a bit of black pudding with his starter. He had me try a bit and it was actually quite nice. I don't really know how to describe it. Obviously you can't tell that it's blood. It's very savory tasting. Let's get started with this bit. Now pork pies are very popular here in the UK. They are, I guess, quite common for like if a simple lunch to have, because you can have them cold, you can have them warm. I guess miners probably had them quite a bit. It can be a school kid lunch. I never had one till it came to the UK, and the ones I've gotten from Brosters farm shop are actually have been voted one of the top 3 in the entire country. The top 3 are actually all from the Huddersfield area where I live, so I'm having some award-winning pork pie with a bit of black pudding. Sorry, it's been so long since I've had this. I'm just in heaven. The pastry is amazing. It's flaky, but also has like a buttery melt in your mouth feel to it. Pork's very flavorful, salty but not too salty. I actually can't taste a lot of the black pudding. And they've done it a bit different than I'm used to, because I think they used to just have like a layer of black pudding in between, but now they just put it throughout, which I don't mind. This will be interesting trying to eat this one bit. Huh? This is by far, in my opinion, the best pork pie on the pastry front I've ever had. I've had others and they just don't compare to this. Right, so I did a little bit of research on the black pudding side of things. Black pudding is usually made with pork blood. That much I do remember. The other thing is, the reason why they call it, it's also known as blood pudding. What it has inside of it is usually the pork blood, fats, oats or barley with a bit of different spices. And that usually makes it different from blood pudding in other countries. Sorry, Mercy's just jumped down, or jumped up here, so I'm trying to make sure she stays away from my plate. What you doing, little lady? You're gonna jump over to the plate. Not yours. Yep, you can see her head. Right, so black pudding is actually quite popular within Scotland and Northwest, which makes sense because obviously I live in Yorkshire. It's a staple with a lot of places, especially at farm shops. Now the reason why like with the origins of black pudding, the reason why they do it was a way to make sure not to waste anything from the pig. Like because usually when you're slaughtering an animal, sorry for anyone that's squeamish, you have to let out the blood first. And so, before you start carving it up, you have to make sure it's without... What are you doing? You big weirdo. You have to, Yeah, I'm fun. Making a video. I'm talking to you. Look at me. You acting like you weren't doing all. But yeah, that was just a way to make sure they didn't waste anything with the pig. That's what I'm trying to say. Right, so I've heated up a Scotch egg and a sausage and cheese wrap. I was gonna get a sausage roll, but they didn't have any, so that was the closest they had. These are also quite common to find at farm shops. So I've already cut the Scotch egg in half, but this is the inside. So a Scotch egg is a hard-boiled egg, sometimes soft-boiled. I usually see them as hard. Wrapped in sausage meat and then breadcrumbs, and usually either baked or deep fried. You can have them cold, but I've decided to warm it up because I figured it'd be better that way. I'm not that big a fan of them. I think because it's an awful lot of protein. And it does smell good, though. I think the ones I don't know if I've ever had one from this farm shop. I think it's because I've had other ones where the sausage meat's alright. But actually, this smells really good. Right, so the egg's actually still kind of cold. I didn't warm it up for that long. But the sausage meat is kind of warm, like not too hot, as just like the right temperature if you're just wanting to walk around and eat it. Mmm. I'm not a big fan of the egg. I will admit that. I think that's usually what it is with it. I like hard-boiled eggs, but I don't like them like that. But, oh, this is... Oh. The sausage meat is amazing. Big as well. So I'm gonna cut it in half. Ooh, that's a flaky pastry. Ooh. Looks like there's something else beside. Oh, is that bacon? I think there's a bit of bacon in there. Like on the bottom with the cheese. It did not say that on the description when I was ordering it. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, that is bacon on the very bottom, covered in cheddar cheese. And then a nice sausage, and then the pastry wrapped around it. That is beautiful. Pastry is just crumbling to bits, but it is just so buttery. That's amazing. I've never had one of those before. Might actually have to say that's better than the pork pies. Dessert. I got more than I intended at the farm shop as far as dessert goes, but I'll just show you the variety of things they have. I got some farmhouse biscuits of shortbread. I've had one of the other ones of this. It was like a coconut oat cookie with like a chocolate coating, which I was contemplating, but my mother-in-law doesn't like coconut, and I was trying to get something for all of us. Now this is something Brosters makes themselves. I got the chocolate chip sponge cake, but they have other ones. They do a raspberry, they do an orange, they do lemon drizzle. I think they had a cornflake tart. There's another cat. Excuse you. My curtains are not for you to sharpen your claws. Hey! Psst! Just gonna have to deal with it. What other cakes did they do? I think they had a Bakewell tart. I also decided to get these because honestly, if you go to any sandwich shop or farm shop or anything, you get something like this. It's just kind of like oat, either flapjack or an oat-based dessert is quite common. And then I had to buy these. These are actually made locally. Their addresses and all that's on the bottom. They're made in Brighouse, which is like just a 20-minute drive, if that. They're pretty close. I usually get the bus there. My dentist is in Brighouse. These are so nice. I've never been to the place that makes them. I don't know if they're actually open to the public to like tour or whatnot, but I'll start on these first. Brandy snaps are, I guess, are kind of like a biscuit. They're quite common at Christmas time, I'd say. You can have them with cream or on their own. This is what they look like. It's just like a rolled up bit of like candied brandy. I don't know. Very crunchy and fragile. It's broken off. So buttery. I actually want another one pretty bad, but I want to try everything before I get too full, because that was a lot of protein I had earlier. That's a cat. Can I help you? Alright, so that is the shortbread. These are different than the typical like Walker's shortbread. Like even like the shape of them, they're not like in a very neat shape. They're still, they almost look homemade. Not overly buttery. Definitely have, you know, nice sugary taste. A nice crunch when you bite into it. Trying to think of what they remind me of. Remind me of a different dessert. Is there buttermilk in it? I'm wondering, because I just feel like I taste buttermilk. No, no buttermilk. Nice though. Oh, I'm not gonna be eating for a while after this. so much food. I've hardly eaten today. It's probably a good thing. I don't think I realized just what I was getting myself into. Ooh, lordy, they are stuck together. Get it pulled off. There we go. Alright, so that is the oat crunch. Honestly, just looks like a bit of flapjack dipped in chocolate. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'd just say this is like a flapjack. Which, now I think when I say flapjack, totally different thing in the UK. So, a flapjack is like an oat bar. Oh. Right, so a flapjack is an oat bar made from oats, rolled oats, obviously a bit of butter, brown sugar, and golden syrup to like hold it all together. They usually cut in rectangles or triangles, and then that's really just it. You can get ones that have different stuff in it, like fruit, usually like dried fruit. You can get ones that are dipped in chocolate or have some other sort of coating on them. They're really nice. Very stodgy, I'd say. This is quite stodgy, but oh, so good. It's been one of the better oat crunches I've had before. Lastly, I'm gonna cut out a piece of this chocolate sponge cake. They had other sponge cakes there that were far smaller, but they weren't made by Brosters themselves. Wow, look at all those chocolate chips. I am fat happy. And I'm only gonna take like a little corner piece because I'm definitely feeling all that food I've just eaten. There we go. Ooh. Try not to get food everywhere because I didn't bring a plate up with me this time. Right. So it looks quite moist. Wow. There's like no icing on the top, it's just a bit of chocolate chip. And the cake is quite light. Alright, so this is what you typically find in a farm shop, all the stuff that I've had today. Maybe not all farm shops. I'd probably say at least a Yorkshire one. Tell me what you think as far as when I tried out today, what you saw in the video. Hopefully I didn't end up blocking anything while I was out shopping. Alright, so that's everything I've had today from the farm shop. Really great quality ingredients. Some of it, you know, actually made at the shop. Other stuff still good quality. Whew. I'm so full. I normally don't eat that much food in one sitting. So yeah, like the video, subscribe if you haven't, hit the notification bell to let you know when I have a new video out, and share with your friends. Please let me know what you think down in the comments. I'm open to suggestions for other foods I could try within reasoning. But yeah, just let me know what you think. Bye.